Guys, nangyari na ba sa inyo to? Merong meeting sa office. Kasali ka. Pero ang pagkakaintindi mo, hindi ikaw ang presenter, wala kang required participation doon sa meeting. Ang impression mo, ang role mo doon ay plain and simple attendee. Nandun ka lang, a-attend, makikinig. O kaya, binitbit ka ng boss mo. At sabi niya sa'yo, maupo ka lang dyan. So, kumpiyansa ka, wala kang kailangan gawin. Tapos habang tumatakbo ang meeting, sobrang chill ka lang. Kasali ka doon sa kape, wala kang ginawa kundi tumingin sa cellphone mo, kasi nga, ang sabi mo, wala naman akong role dito eh. And then all of a sudden, yung boss mo ay tumingin sa iyo at bigla na lang ang sabi niya, Jerome, what do you think? Ah, ayun na yung crucial question. So, anong response mo doon sa mga moments na biglang tumingin sa iyo ang boss mo in an unexpected moment? At ang sabi sa iyo, what do you think? Naku, ang usual response natin, eto, na-observe ko sa mga meetings na nangyayari sa corporate world, government organizations, ang unang response ay, jerk, nagkugulat ka. Pangalawa, yung tinatawag nating cat in the headlight syndrome. Yung nanlaki ang mata mo, nakatingin ka sa boss mo, pero walang laman ng isip mo, blanco ka. Now, delikado yung mga moments na yon. Bakit delikado? Kasi nagiiwan yon ng hindi magandang impression, hindi lang dun sa boss mo, kundi dun sa lahat ng mga uma-attend sa meeting. Kasi pag tinawag ng boss mo yung pangalan mo, lahat titingin sa iyo eh. Tapos lahat maghihintay ng sasabihin mo. Crucial question yon. What do you think? At crucial moment yon. Now, ang tanong sa akin ng mga maraming mga mini-mentor ko sa corporate world, mga emerging at saka present leadership, Archie, how do we handle that particularly awkward moment? Clear kasi sa kanila, hindi tayo pwede mag-iwan ng impression na nang tanungin tayo, what do you think? Wala tayong nasabi. So itong aking recommendation, dalawang sets ng patterns or processes na dapat nating matandaan. Una muna yung tinatawag kong 3R process. Paano dapat tumakbo ang utak natin kapag nalagay tayo sa isang alanganing moment at tayo ay tinanong at kailangan tayong merong sabihin na valuable. Tatlong bagay na nag-uumpisa sa letter R. Una, relax. Pangalawa, reflect. At pangatlo, relay. Ulitin ko, relax, reflect, relay. Doon muna tayo sa relax. Now, sa relax, ito yung moment na kailangan nating tulungan ng ating utak na tumakbo. Pag bigla tayong nag-tense, katulad yung usual reaction natin doon sa awkward moment, unexpected moment na tinanong tayo, what do you think? Ah, relax. Now, paano nagre-relax? Ang pinakasimpleng paraan ay take a deep breath at ngumiti ka ng bahagya. Yung paggiti ng bahagya at paghinga ng malalim at titingin ka sandali sa baba na para bang nag-iisip ka, powerful moment yon. Powerful moment siya. Kasi ang impression ng boss mo at nung lahat ng nakikinig sa iyo sa meeting na yon, wow, Archie is about to say something important. We better listen to him. Mapupuna mo, yung pause and think moment mo na yon, everybody looks at you and waits for what you have to say. So pag relax ka na, tatakbo ang utak mo. Now you can go to step number 2, reflect. Reflect is tanungin mo simple ang sarili mo. Ano doon sa tatlong available framework sa akin ang pwede kong gamitin para makapag-share ako ng something valuable sa ongoing meeting na hindi naman ako talaga expected na magsalita. Reflect. Mamaya, isi-share ko sa inyo yung tatlong klase ng sagot na pwede nating ibigay doon sa tanong na, what do you think? Now, finally, relay. Ibig sabihin, kung ano man yung lumabas sa isip mo, based on the 3 frameworks that I'm about to share with you in a while, Well, in a very relaxed way, in a very confident way. Yung para bang ini-expect mo na magsasalita ka talaga. Then relay the ideas that were formed in your mind. Ulitin natin yung proseso. Relax. Hindi siya graded oral recitation. Relax. Pag tinanong ka ng boss mo, what do you think? Isipin mo lang, bakit niya ako tinanong what do you think? Well, tatlong posibilidad yan. Una, tinitingnan niya kung ang attention mo ay nandun sa meeting. Malamang napuna ng boss mo, mukhang your mind is somewhere else. So technique nila yon, bigla ka nilang tatawagan, Archie, what do you think? Ang pangalawang reason, well, talagang gusto ng boss mo na madinig, what do you think? Para sa kanya, ini-expect niya na meron kang mahalagang nasa isip at makakatulong yon do sa ongoing discussion. Ang pangatlong reason, sinasize up ka ng boss mo. Tinitingnan niya, paano hahandle ni Archie yung mga unprepared moments na katulad nito, na on the spot siya and everybody's eyes are on him. So, relax. The moment na mag-relax ka at ngumiti ka ng kaunti at tumingin ka sa boss mo with all confidence and everybody's eyes are on you, nakagawa ka na ng positive first impression. Ang sabi nila, wow, hindi siya na-intimidate doon sa unexpected question in an unexpected moment. Pangalawa, reflect. In a little while, i-share ko sa iyo yung tatlong klase ng sagot na pwede mo agad ibigay. At yung pangatlo, then relay your thoughts and your ideas in a very relaxed, confident manner, as if you were really so ready to participate in the exchange in that ongoing meeting. Punta tayo sa kabila. Ano yung tatlong klase ng sagot na pwede kong ibigay sa aking boss doon sa moments na ako'y natanong na, so Archie, what do you think? Tandaan natin yung tatlong bagay na nag-uumpisa sa letter A. Okay? Ang una kong pwedeng gawin is to affirm. A-F-F-I-R-M. Affirm. Ang pangalawa kong pwedeng gawin ay analyze. At ang pangatlo kong pwedeng gawin ay offer an alternative perspective. Madali lang tandaan. Affirmation, analysis, alternative perspective. Okay, now, let me explain how you use each of these tools bilang pagsagot doon sa unexpected question in an unexpected moment na, what do you think? Doon muna tayo sa affirm. Affirm is yung nadinig mo sa ongoing discussion na yon. Pumili ka ng isang magandang idea, pick upin mo yon, mag-agree ka. O kaya, i-share mo sa kanila how that particular idea is important or has value to the subject matter or to the situation that meeting is supposed to resolve. Bibigyan ko kayo ng example. So, bigla akong tinanong ng aking boss, so Archie, what do you think? Halimbawa, ito ay may ongoing discussion doon sa sinusolve naming situation about persistent reputation risks to the organization. Yung pinag-uusapan kami in an adverse way sa social media. Merong mga nag-suggest ng mga options or steps or solutions to make sure that the reputation is protected even as we come under attack from our adversaries in social media. Pipick up ko ng isang idea ron. Halimbawa, sabi ng isang participant ay, why don't we consider the option of ignoring what is being said in social media? Let's ignore the noise. Na-pick up ko yon. So tinanong ako ng aking boss, Archie, what do you think? Pasabihin ko sa kanila, I heard a very important idea here. I heard a very important perspective. Our colleague, Zester, said, we have an option to ignore. I believe that is a great idea. Oh, nag-affirm na ako. Siyempre, huwag naman yung hihinto na ako ron. I need to explain why I feel that is a great idea. So for example, my sense is if we go for the ignore option, then we will minimize the risk of further aggravating the situation. And when the social media habitués, including the trolls, get tired of talking about it, then the issue naturally dies down. That is why I believe what I heard from Zester today is a good idea. Nakapag-affirm na ako. Okay? Yung pangalawang option ay analyze. Ito yung pag gusto mo mag-disagree doon sa isang bagay na nadinig mo doon sa meeting na yon. Halimbawa, ayokong mag-agree kay Zester na maganda yung ignore option kapag inaatake ang reputation ng aming organization sa social media. Ang gagawin ko, I will adopt an analytical position. Ibig sabihin, ang sagot ko doon sa question na what do you think, magpo-pros and cons ako. Now, ito yung alternative doon sa aatakihin ko yung sinabi niya. Now, ang maganda kasing approach sa mga meetings, iniiwasan ko yung sabihin ko na I disagree. That's not a good idea. Mag-spark ng debate yon. Ang mas valuable input ay analytical, pros and cons. Let me illustrate. Pwede kong, pag tinanong ako ng aking boss, Archie, what do you think? Ang sagot ko ganito. Well, I heard Zester offer the option of ignoring what is being said in social media right now. I believe there are pros and there are cons. Let me share with you what I feel are the cons, are the pros. So begin with the positive. The pros are, then we don't have to say, we don't have to do anything today. That's a pro because we can conserve our energies. Another pro that is on my mind right now is there is a possibility that people will get tired talking about this particular issue and it will naturally die down. However, there are cons. I believe we should consider the downside of ignoring. First, it could create the impression that we are absent, we are hiding, we are afraid, we are not ready to respond to the attacks to our reputation. Another con is the possibility that instead of dying down, it will simply aggravate because the trolls, our adversaries, will be persistent in their attacks against our organization. So, boss, guys, there are pros and there are cons. We should consider both. Yan ang analytical. Okay. Now, finally, yung last option mo, ang tawag natin dyan ay alternative or additional input. Magdagdag ka o mag-offer ka ng alternative view. Now, how does it work? For example, balikan natin yung situation na yun. Sabi ni Zester, let's consider the option of ignoring what is being said about us negatively in social media. Nadinig ko yun. Tinanong ako ng boss, Archie, what do you think? Now, ang sasabihin ko ganito, well, I believe there are additional steps, additional options we must consider. So, hindi ako necessarily nag-agree, hindi ko siya inatake, dadagdagan ko yung options. Let me illustrate. For example, one option is ignore in the meantime. That means we don't have to do anything right now, but we are ready to do something as soon as there are indications that the situation will further escalate. That's an additional step we can take. Oh, may nasabi ka na. Okay? So ulitin ko, pag ikaw ay natanong bigla ng what do you think, hindi mo kailangang nervyusin, hindi mo kailangang magpanic. Ang first response is to relax. And then to reflect. How do I handle this particular question? Ang sabi ng brain mo, Archie, meron kang tatlong options. You can affirm what you heard. You can analyze what was heard, meaning show the pros and the cons. Or you can offer an alternative perspective or additional input. So guys, yan muna for today. So anong value ng ating pag-uusap ngayon? Unang-una, dapat matandaan natin, bawat moment na present tayo sa interaction within the organization, yung mga ganyang crucial moments, hindi mo inaasahan, matatanong ka, at kailangan kang merong sabihin na valuable, useful to the meeting. Relax. Kailangan bantayan mo yung response mo sa moments na yan because you will create impressions that will stick in the mind of your boss and the people in that particular meeting. Look at it as an opportunity to show the organization that you are a person, you are a good resource kasi kahit anong oras ka tanungin, kahit anong moment hindi inaasahan, meron kang maiko-contribute na valuable doon sa ongoing interaction na yun. Ano ang alternatives mo? Ano ang mga options mo sa pagsasabi ng sagot doon sa tanong na what's on your mind? What do you think? Well, you can affirm, you can analyze, or you can offer alternatives or additional steps, processes, options. So, yan muna. So guys, stay confident. Alagaan mo ang impressions na kinikreate mo sa inyong working environment. Hanggang sa susunod na interaction.